alongside Jinadu.
Thank you very much, man. Hi, everybody. My name is Bahir Jinadu. I just to give a bit of background about myself. I studied mechanical engineering. So I just came to talk. So I do study tutoring, but I kind of wanted to talk about the idea of like learning in general. I think just the way that we learn in society, it's not good enough, in my opinion. Whether it comes to like math, sciences, languages, I think we can do a better job. So I don't know, maybe by show of hands, has anybody ever struggled with like learning a concept or anything? I'm sure. Does anybody want to volunteer? Nobody's struggling with it. Does anybody want to volunteer in any subject maybe you found difficult? I don't think anybody's been embarrassed. Right? So I actually teach thermodynamics online. I don't know, well, probably you don't know my channel, but I failed thermal the first time. So I teach it now, right? So that's a testament to like we can learn things better than maybe the first time around. But I was hoping to get maybe a volunteer. Does anybody have any subject that you struggled with previously? You tell us your name. We have a genius here. Okay, let me just make a point that I want to make. I think there are very simple ways that we can improve the methods by which we learn, and I want to. Yes. Okay, I apologize. Sorry, I'll talk a bit slower. So I think that there are certain methods that we can employ to make our learning easier, to make our learning better. I think, as we know, I think a lot of us end up going abroad as Nigerians, or some of us hope to, right? So with something like languages, for example, if you ever want to go to maybe like Spain, what would be a good language for you to know apart from Spanish, right? What about German? German, right? Okay, good. So, but I mean, so does anybody here maybe speak Spanish or German or anything? No? Who speak? By show of hands, does anybody speak anything other than English? Yoruba. Nobody. Why are we laughing? Why are we laughing? It's true, right? I think probably quite a few of us here speak indigenous languages, right? But you probably taught that from a young age, right? You've not taken the time to actively learn a language. So I wanted to kind of do kind of a little experiment to show us how easy it is to learn a language, and I'll relate that to learning in general afterwards. So can I have a volunteer? We're going to do a German lesson really quickly. Does anybody here speak German? No? Okay, good. I will wager that everybody in here, if you speak English, you understand more German. Right? So please, I need a volunteer, please. I must make some. Who wants to volunteer? Okay, good. Please. What's your name? Okay, nice to meet you too. So I'm going to say some things and you're going to translate. I'm going to speak German, you're going to translate for everybody into English. Okay? You speak German? How did you learn German? Okay, no, it's still good. Don't worry. And I think everybody here, the point will be made. Something like, if I say, I have, let's do this. Was ist dein Name? Was ist dein Name? Was ist dein Name? Ich habe ein Handy. Ich habe ein Handy. Ich habe ein Handy. Good, right? Ich habe 2 Augen. Ich habe 2 Augen. Ich habe eine Nase. Good. Ich habe eine Hand. Ich habe 2 Hände. Good. So, I mean, the point I think we're making is you're using previous concepts that you know to relate to new concepts, right? Did you hear these phrases before? Maybe some of them, right? Maybe, but they're new phrases you haven't heard, right? Was anybody able to figure it out? Yes. Okay, good. Thank you very much, Toby. Cool. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that I think by learning, one good way to learn is we relate previous concepts that we know to new concepts that we want to know, right? Some people might call these mnemonics. Some people might call this, I don't know, like maybe network building. But essentially the way that we learn is through building networks. And I think if we were to make things very simple, if we were to make things interactive, if we were to make things easier for ourselves, I think learning would become better. So, and this is what I do with my YouTube channel, right? So you can go on my YouTube channel and see, I call myself the Thermo Sage. I don't know if anybody here is a Naruto fan, maybe not, but there's a character in Naruto called the Toad Sage, and he knows very much about toads and things like that. So it's the same thing. So you know Jiraiya, right? Good. So it's the same thing. But I think we tell ourselves that we're not good at things. We tell ourselves that things are difficult, that we can't do things. I think with a little bit of effort, with a little bit of encouragement, with a little bit of guidance in the right direction, you can teach yourself to learn things, and maybe you do things that you didn't think you could do before. So I guess I'll leave it here, but thank you very much for taking the time to hear me and listen to me. And if you ever want to practice some languages or learn some STEM subjects, I'm your guy. So thank you.